Hello everyone, welcome back to another new video. In this video, I'm gonna talk about the top 5 best gaming laptop that are available on the market. I made this list based on my personal research and I try to list them based on price, quality, durability and more. If you want to see more information and the updated price, you can check out the description below, and also make sure subscribe for more reviews. Okay, so let's get started with the video. Starting at number 5, we have the Lenovo Legion Y740 17.3-inch. Though they've existed for but a couple of years now, Lenovo's Legion-branded laptops have made a name for themselves in the games industry, if only because they offer unprecedented value on top-notch specs. Rather than crafting jacks of all trades, the Chinese tech company, known primarily for its ThinkPads, aims to squeeze the most performance out of the cheapest possible materials without compromising on quality and design. This principle is nowhere more evident than in the Lenovo Legion Y740, a 17.3-inch gaming laptop, whose graphics chip ranges from NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2060 to 2080, and for a fraction of the price of its major competitors. Sure, considerably thinner than previous generations as they may be, its bezels are bigger and more distracting than the norm. But the screen itself leverages technology rarely seen elsewhere. Dolby Vision HDR, for example, is in full bloom on this fluid 144 Hz IPS display. And G-Sync eliminates the need for software-based adaptive sync protocols, such as VSYNC, which notoriously reeks of input lag and microstuttering. On the audio end, the Y740 is graced with another striking Dolby technology, Atmos, by way of a fine-tuned onboard soundbar that emits a wide range of crisp frequencies, valuing mid-range and bass tones in equal measure. Built into its Windows 10 Home install is the Dolby Atmos software as well, paving the way for customizable EQ profiles and nearly making up for the down-firing orientation of the speakers. If real-time ray tracing is your endgame, the Lenovo Legion Y740 does not disappoint. In fact, in the Metro Exodus RTX benchmark, which sees most of the in-game graphics settings cranked all the way up, the Y740 managed an impressive average of 46 FPS. Temper a few of those sliders and you can bank on a buttery smooth 60 FPS, with ray tracing turned on, for about 30% less than the cost of its premium-priced rivals configured with the same specs. Check out the description for more information about this product and latest price. Moving on, at number 4, we have the Razer Blade 15 Advanced Model 15.6-inch. Not much has changed since the advent of the original Razer Blade 15 in spring 2018. The refreshed, so-called advanced model is outfitted with the same CNC milled aluminum chassis as its predecessor, only this time it harbors the latest graphics chips from NVIDIA, namely the RTX family of Turing architecture-based GPUs. Among its configurations are an RTX 2080 model, capable of running the ray-traced Metro Exodus at over 50 FPS with all the visual settings cranked to the top. In our testing, despite its power-hungry guts, it wowed us with an unusual 5-hour and 1-minute battery life. So while it's no longer the thinnest or the lightest in its class, it is the longest-lasting premium gaming laptops we've seen to date. It's also one of the more expensive. You could argue that's because the Razer Blade 15 aims to replace not only your desktop, but your existing laptop, too. After all, its touchpad is the closest thing to a MacBook trackpad you will find on a Windows notebook. That includes non-gaming laptops like the Dell XPS 13, which has met with staggering acclaim each time it's repackaged and re-released. In just about every way, the Razer Blade 15 feels like a dream. Chalk it up to the engineering talent. Say what you will about the tri-serpent parading Californian hardware company. It now makes the best gaming laptop on the market. Whether others will follow suit, taking inspiration from the well-rounded machine, remains to be seen. Also bad for its competitors is the fact that the Razer Blade 15 is available in an abundance of different flavors, most of which actually make a lot of sense. If you want a 4K OLED screen, it's exclusive to an RTX 2080 configuration, perhaps the only Max-Q graphics card that could hope to drive 4K graphics. More likely is that you'll opt for one of the many higher volume FHD 144 Hz models, lest you'll wind up playing at 1440p, thereby stymieing its true potential. Whatever the case, you can take solace in the fact that the Razer Blade 15 Advanced model is the overall best gaming laptop on the market right now, and until someone else steps up to the plate to contest this crowning achievement, it will continue to sit here at the top of this list. At number 3, we have the MSI GS75 Stealth. When NVIDIA announced its Max-Q design initiative nearly 2 years ago, the big graphics company said the best gaming laptop would get thinner and lighter yet more powerful than the beefy notebooks which preceded it. If nothing else, the MSI GS75 Stealth serves as evidence to back up that claim. With its posh, black and gold design, glaringly inspired by the 15-inch GS65 Stealth thin before it, the GS75 Stealth is a handsome and perfectly good 17-inch lappy on the outside, minus its susceptibility to paint chipping. Oh, and the touchpad woes. Snug inside its aluminum alloy chassis is a hardy GeForce RTX graphics card, spanning almost NVIDIA's whole line of ray trace-capable products, paired with an Intel Core i7-8750H processor no matter which configuration you buy. Be that as it may, every version of the GS75 Stealth exceeds $2,000, making it a tough sell for budget-minded gamers. We, of course, reviewed the utmost expensive model, housing a Max-Q size RTX 2080 and 32 GB of RAM. Decimating the competition, it ran Shadow of the Tomb Raider in 1080p at 87 FPS, and that was at the highest graphics preset. Pretty incredible for a clamshell PC weighing less than 5 pounds. Display, 17.3 inches 144 Hz 3 milliseconds 5. 2 mm 4-sided Razer thin bezel gaming laptop FHD 1920 by 1080 IPS level graphics. NVIDIA GeForce RTX 20808G Max-Q GDDR6 with new ray tracing technology processor. Intel Core i7-8750H2. 224. 1 GHz memory. 32 GB 16G*2 DDR4 2666 MHz 2 sockets, max memory 32 GB storage. 512 GB NVMe SSD cooling. 3 fans, up to 47 blades each, 7 copper heat pipes, 4 exhausts. Special features, silky glass touch pad 10 plus gestures 35% larger, Thunderbolt 3, 28% slimmer power adapter, MSI App Player. At number 2, we have the MSI GS65 Stealth Thin 15.6-inch. The GS65 Stealth Thin is the best gaming laptop we tested in 2018. It's a fantastic all-rounder that still packs a punch in terms of specs and design. It has the versatility of a notebook and, because it's light and sturdy, it's incredibly easy to just pop into your bag and carry around all day for whatever you need to use it for. It has a sleek matte black aluminum body with gold accents that feels sturdy and luxe, and thankfully lacking in obnoxious gamer aesthetics. Best of all, in addition to a slim 18mm thickness, the screen's 4.9mm thin bezels allow for a overall chassis size that's about an inch smaller than most 15-inch laptops, while still packing the same screen real estate. While it won't do ray tracing, the spec here is enough to handle most modern games in 2019. However, the MSI GS65 Stealth thin models are in something of a transition right now. It's tough to track down the 1070 build, which is probably the best, unless you want a mind-boggling 32 GB of RAM and a 1TB SSD. You can still get the 1060 model, with a 16 GB RAM spec and 256 GB SSD, which shaves a massive amount off the price, but cuts performance a little. You can also buy the newer 2070 models, but they're super expensive too, and didn't impress as much during testing. There are other nice details on the GS65, which still makes it a great laptop, a keyboard from SteelSeries that's solid and responsive and RGB lit, if you care about that sort of thing, a responsive touchpad, and a webcam that's placed at the top of the screen, thankfully avoiding the abysmally unflattering nose cam found on most thin-bezeled laptops like the Dell XPS 13. The only gaming feature missing here is G-Sync, but this allows for both a lower price tag and battery life that legitimately lasts through a whole day of email, web browsing, and streaming video. And finally at number 1, we have the Dell XPS 15 2 in 1. the world's smallest 15.6-inch performance laptop with a stunning Infinity Edge display. Now featuring an 8th-gen Intel Core processor. Infinity Edge Display, the virtually borderless display maximizes screen space by accommodating a 15.6-inch display inside a laptop closer to the size of a 14-inch, thanks to a bezel measuring just 5.7 mm. One-of-a-kind design, measuring in at a slim 11 to 17 mm and starting at just 4 pounds (1.8 kilograms) with a solid-state drive, the XPS 15 is one of the world's lightest 15-inch performance-class laptops. Beautiful from any angle, the anti-reflective screen combined with superior 400 nit brightness frees you to enjoy your entertainment outdoors. Plus, the IPS panel provides a wider viewing angle, so you can share your screen without missing a thing. Featuring CinemaColor, CinemaStream, and CinemaSound. While the classic 2-in-1 design might not be the first thing you think of when imagining a portable gaming machine, Dell has proved it can be done, and done remarkably well, with the Dell XPS 15 2-in-1. The latest iteration boasts a Radeon RX Vega MGL GPU with 4 GB HMB2 of memory and a reliable Intel Core i5-i7 processor. This being a 2-in-1, you're getting a lovely screen for your troubles in the form of a 15.6-inch, 4K Ultra HD Infinity Edge anti-reflective touch display so you watch and interact with your gaming machine without a hint of dullness. With that ultra-thin build, you really are getting an impressive entry to the gaming laptop market. Thanks you for watching, guys. I hope you liked this video. If this video is helpful to you, please make sure like, comment and subscribe. If you have any question related to this product, you can leave a comment down below. I will get back to you as soon as possible.